feel like more of the Magic Knights, other squads are going to get involved in any of these battles, or is it just going to be the Golden Dawns and the Black Bulls?
I think they're probably gonna have to have like a secret team, kind of like they did with the Royal Knights. But at the end of the day, I think everybody's gonna have to get involved. I just think it's gonna take a little bit more time for everyone to get involved, because the Golden Dawn and the Black Bulls are the top two squads. If they got wiped out like that, the other squads don't stand a chance. So I think the other squads in this arc are gonna have to be more of a support, and the Black Bulls and the Golden Dawn are gonna be the main focus. Due to conflicts with the characters such as Noel and Vonica have a very personal conflict with each other. So does Zenon and Yuno, and so does Dante and Asta. So I think that the Golden Dawn and the Black Bulls are going to be the main focus, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it by themselves. So probably for the beginning, I think they're going to do something like a invasion, or like they're going to try to like do a kind of like a sneak around a sneak attack pretty much, or a surprise attack, but I don't think it's going to fully be able to take them with those two squads. I think they're going to need a full military force, because if you remember, the Royal Knight squad was pretty small compared to like the overall Magic Knights available. So I think it's going to be something like that, where they're going to have to do like a top secret mission. And we already know that the Black Bulls have connects in the Spade Kingdom, because Finral already stated it. Plus, we've seen the vice captain already positioned in the Spade Kingdom already. So I'm pretty sure they got some type of communication where they're exchanging intel with each other. So
I wonder if we're going to get any more about the vice captain.
We definitely are. Tabata wouldn't have just brought the vice captain up for no reason. We definitely are. That's foreshadowing. He's definitely going to have to show the vice captain more. And I think that basically, I feel like he showed the captain for a reason, the vice captain of the Black Bulls for a reason. And then Finral stated, pretty much he said that like they were gathering intel on the Spade Kingdom. And their intel, they probably get a lot of intel from the vice captain who's already stationed over there. But the vice captain, as we know, hasn't been revealed yet. Eventually, they're going to have to reveal who it is. And it's going to be a very, very high level mage. It has to be. It has to be a very, very high level mage, because I know a lot of people say that Asta is really strong, and he is, but I don't think he's going to be stronger than the vice captain. Mostly because I don't think it'll make sense narratively speaking for them to introduce a new character being the vice captain at such a high rank, and then Asta being stronger than that person. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. You can't introduce a new vice captain and then Asta already be stronger than the vice captain.
I wonder if he's going to get killed off though, because we don't have that bond with him, so he's dispendable. Like, he can be killed off and no one wouldn't even care.
I don't agree. I don't like when characters are brought into the story just to be killed off. I hate that. And I don't think Tabata would do something like that. Tabata likes to flesh out his characters. If he does something like that, I mean, yeah, you're right. We won't have that connection. But that means it won't hit as hard. I think Tabata gonna hit us with something hard.
I don't know. I think, like, I mean, right now I see the Dark Triads as a big threat, but I feel like someone's gonna have to die in order for me to be like, damn, like they're really doing stuff that no one else in this series has done. Because when you think about it, like, all the deaths so far, I mean, to me they've all been small. I mean, the biggest deaths we really got is the people that Zenon actually killed on the Golden Dawns. Like, some of those were actually characters we actually seen fight, like, you know, in the Elf arc, or we seen them fight in the tournament arc, you know. But that was only like, what, 2 or 3 people that we really known, and then the rest of them were like small people on the squad that, you know, we barely even got screen time for. Other than that, no one else in the series really has died. Like you were saying,
Lumiere and Licht died.
That's true, but they were already dead.
I see where you're coming from.
You really count that as them dying? Like, they were already dead. They were pretty much brought back.
I see where you're coming from.
And the whole thing with Licht, it was more so like, yo, he needs to be with his family, you know, afterlife. Did you really want to keep that away from him? Like, I mean, all he did was try to protect everyone until the bitter end. And then with, you know, the Fairy King.
But at the same time, why can't it just be, it could be as long as there's depth, that means the narrative pushes forward. It doesn't necessarily have to be a character that we've grown an attachment to. It could be enemy characters who can be killed off. Because Tabata, sometimes he doesn't kill off enemy characters. Like Vettel, Raya, Patry, he didn't kill them off. But like in this arc, I think he's definitely going to kill off a lot of enemy characters, which he's already done with the Dark Disciples. He just killed them off. But I think that
was quite the way to go.
Facts.
I don't know. I just feel like you know, like right now I love Black Clover, but I don't want it to become one of those. Like one of the main things I hated about Bleach is people took some major injuries, but they never died.
Oh yeah, like people are definitely gonna die.
Yeah, I just feel like they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't kill they didn't kill nobody in that series. Like people got wounded. Like I mean, wounded bad. Where you were like, man, ain't no way they're gonna make it out of this. They magically got healed, and I just don't want Black Clover to go on that path. So it's not that I want characters to die, because I like all the characters, but I feel some of them need to die to make it make this series even more impactful. Because it's like series. You gotta think of series like one of the greatest things I loved about Attack on Titan. You never knew who was gonna die. Like anybody could die at any moment. And it made it real, you know what I'm saying? And I want that for Black Clover. Like, yo, these guys are real threats. They're coming in. They don't care. They're taking heads. Like, yo, your favorite character could be gone the next episode. You know what I'm saying? I like that whole fear.
I know a lot of people probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I think that if anyone has to die from the Clover Kingdom, it's definitely William Vangeance. Definitely is on the list of characters that can possibly die, because he committed. I'm not even gonna get into that right now, but y'all know what he did, and he feels bad for it. So I think he's gonna make a heroic sacrifice for his kingdom. It's not 100% confirmed or anything like that, but if people are saying somebody must go, I think he's at the top of the list.
And see, that's another thing I don't get. Like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, where is Patry? He states that, yo, Williams is his best human friend. Like, that's his best friend. You would think he would find out about his friend being kidnapped, and he would go to hell and back to get him back. You know what I'm saying? Because he did all of this for his fellow elves. He did everything he did in the elf art. So why would you not do that for William? And you stated it yourself, my one true human friend.
I think he will. I think he will. You got to realize not a lot of time has passed so far. I think they're gonna have to regroup. They're gonna have to go talk to the Wizard King Julius. Julius is, even though he's weakened right now because he's in his kid form, he's still very knowledgeable. He retained all the knowledge from whenever he was in his adult form. So I believe he's going to come up with a good strategy. He's going to regroup everybody. At the end of the day, he's pretty much the commander of all the Magic Knights. He's the leader. He's going to come up with a good strategy. He has to. And they're just going to work from there. They got to be strategic about this.
Well, shoot, I really hope that Tabata lets Patry come back to help them, because I really feel like they could do they could make a big difference. Honestly, I wonder
that could be his redemption.
How different in mana is the elves from the Dark Triads?
I think they're probably comparable.
Because I actually did a fan theory video about them actually joining a battle, each person going to help out a different person in battle before we got to where we are now in the manga. And honestly, I would like to see something like that happen.